What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I have a Photon Zero resin printer, and one thing that bothers me is, the build plate. It's such a pain in the ass to get everything, off the build plate. So basically I want to put a flex plate on there so I can just pop it off like a Wham Bam or something like that. I did look them up. Wham Bam does have them. They're quite expensive. So alternatively, what I did was I hit Amazon and I found a BQ flex plate, magnet and flex plate. So basically I'm going to take that thing, it's larger than the build plate, we're going to throw it in the CNC machine, we're going to cut it down to this size, then we're going to address the magnet, get it all installed, and go from there. Hopefully this will work out good. So let's hit the CNC machine, guys. Alright, we're back. Got that designed and in the CNC machine and cut out, and really, I can't be happier. A little bit of a pain in the butt to cut this, but really not a big deal. I should have went around the fixturing a little bit better. Good trick is to put blue painter's tape, as you saw in the video. That's what was on the back of it, just so it didn't get scratched up. But what I really should have done was blue painter's tape on the flex plate, and then blue painter's tape on my actual spoil board, which is just another 1/8 inch chunk of aluminum on the bed of the CNC. And what you do is you literally super glue the two pieces together. So tape to tape, you put super glue, spread it out nice and thin, apply it, put some weight on it, and literally let it sit overnight. This thing will not move. It's a great trick. You can do it with thick chunks of aluminum, basically whatever. It's really a neat trick, something I learned a while ago, and just it takes so much time, and I just wanted to get it done. So anyway, it's done. So this is it. Look at that. Beautiful, perfect fit. That's what we wanted. Nice little tabs. Gotta love the little tabs. Had to have them, so we can pluck it off. So we got that, and then as you can see, this was the original size that it comes with from Amazon. But this thing was only $14.99, way cheaper than anybody else was selling them for, and it's bigger than what they were selling them for. So as a size comparison, we'll throw this right in the corner, and as you can see, there's a significant size difference as far as what that build plate was. You don't necessarily need a CNC machine to make this happen. You could literally cut this with a die grinder or a Dremel with a cutoff wheel. There's a million ways you could actually go about this. It's really not that daunting of a task. So if it's something you guys are interested in, I'll put a link in the description for this. $14.99. It's not a bad deal. So anyway, now that we're here, we're going to pull this magnet out of the package. Get that out of here, throw the plate on there, and then what I'm going to need to do, obviously, is I'm going to need to mark this. So what I'll do is I'll put this on here, and I will draw the build plate out, okay? So even if I wanted to put it in the center or whatever, but I'm not going to. I'm going to try to use as little of the piece as possible. So I'll throw it right up into the corner, like that. And then what I'll do is very simply just draw with a pen. And I'm going to cut this with scissors. It's not that big of a deal with the magnet, it cuts fairly easy. Another thing you can do is slice it with a razor blade. So let's get this done. Let's trace it out. So there it is, that simple, just some couple radius. Make sure this is all copacetic. Absolutely it is. As you can see, we can see each corner, so the radius doesn't interfere with nothing. Nothing will get hung up. So let's get this installed. Basically, we need to wipe this down with isopropyl alcohol or grain or whatever you'd like to use. But very important that this is very clean and free of debris before you put the magnet sheet down. So I'll be right back. Alright, we got the grain. This is what I use. It's just, you know, easier to come by. It's cheaper sometimes, so you get a lot more of it. Works the same. I even wash all my resin prints in this stuff, believe it or not. And the crazy part is I'm not even a drinker. But I have plenty of grain laying around, that's for sure. So just a paper towel, nice and clean, nice and clean. Give it a couple flips. We just want to make sure this is nice. Last couple wipes I'll draw away. As you can see, I'm not going back and forth, I'm going one way. So if there's any dust or anything on it, or even paper towel debris, it'll drag it off to that one side and get rid of it. So now that we have that prepped up, let's get this magnet on there, and then we'll install this build plate. Then we'll just have to see how she works. So I'm just going to line up one end, and then I'm going to slowly drop this baby down. And I'm working this one end. As you can see, this, still lifted up. You want to start from one end and work your way out. Last thing you want to do is get a bunch of air underneath this thing, and you're going to have problems. It's not going to be very flat. So I'm just going to take my thumb and work this thing right to the end, always keeping the end of the sticker elevated, and then boom, there it goes. We're on. So it's that simple, guys. I mean, for 14 bucks, really,